Hey there. Hi there. Welcome to the channel. It's Thanksgiving Day, 2020. Uh, on Thanksgiving, I like to give thanks for, just give thanks. It's probably just the way to say it. You're not giving thanks for anything in particular, just thanks that I'm still here, still alive. Glad to have my family around. Very thankful for that. Thankful that I have a job and able to put food on the table for my family, and and yeah, and that's kind of really it. I mean, I think that 2020 has been a rough year for a lot of people for sure. So I can certainly appreciate how some people may not really be thankful for very much, and especially given if you've lost someone to this pervasive sickness and all that. I mean, I I feel for you. My thoughts and prayers to you for that, whatever you're going through. But I think from my perspective, it's been a, you know, um, I mean, if you're still alive, you're still here, and it's a pretty good thing. I think that 2020 has been a really rough year, for sure. I mean, it's kind of interesting because you think at how bad things are, and it's like, well, they really could be a lot worse. I mean, they really could. I mean, it's like hard to imagine, but it really could be a lot worse. So I don't think maybe people don't appreciate that. So it's, in terms of pandemics and stuff, I mean, we had the 1918 flu was a heck of a lot worse than this in terms of the people that died and all that. This one, of course, is not over with for sure, but it so far it's not turning out to be as bad as that one was in terms of loss of life. So I mean, that's something to be thankful for sure. And then I think that one of the things too is that is to kind of keep in mind with it as well as that, I mean, with all these things that have happened in this year, usually, I mean, I think it will make people stronger. I mean, I think that's it. I think we get in these modes where, especially like in the West, we just get so soft in many ways. And I think that things like this, these challenges and adversity can help make us stronger. So I think that, going through it, coming out the other side, I think you know, there will be a silver lining to this for the country as well as just, individuals. We have to, it'll just hopefully make us stronger. I think that's always the case. It's this adversity. It's just sort of in the nature of humanity that, we sort of rise up to face adversity. And as a matter of fact, it's kind of like one of those things where if you don't face adversity, you you tend to just get soft, and you tend to just we always kind of like the way us humans work is we always kind of like just adjust. We just adjust, and we're like a frog in a blender that's slowly turning, or a frog in an oven or something like that on a stove, and it's like slowly heating up, and you don't notice it, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, you're being cooked, And I think that's sort of like for us people, we tend to get complacent, and then and that complacency tends to you know make us soft isn't really the right word, maybe spoiled a little bit, maybe that. I think that maybe is part of it, but yeah, I don't know. So I mean, obviously it would be better if this whole thing wasn't happening, that's for sure. But I think when it happens, uh, it's the best thing to just maybe try to make the best of it as best we can. But well, 2020 is over, so it's gonna be over soon. So, whoa, what happened? Uh-oh, I blew something up. See, I got it too close. Oh my goodness, I got it too close. Alrighty. Okay, I got to rebuild my thingamajigger. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to rebuild this. We need repeaters. Where are the repeaters? Okay. Yeah, we'll take 64 of them. We don't really need 64. Okay, put a repeater. Put one this way. Say like that. And then we put one the other way. And these things are like timers, apparently. Come on. Like that. Okay, good. And then we take redstone. Let's take that. And we connect the redstone between them like this, and it makes it like a little loop. Okay, and then what we do is we have to power it. So what we do, take our torch and it powers it. And there we go. And then once it's powered like that, okay, the deal is we have to very quickly left click, right click. And it starts doing that. And it's back in business. All right, good. Very good. All right. Okay. Wow, what's going on here? Okay. Okay, so I think the water is going to prevent me from going down to bedrock, but let's make a different, build a different little area here. Let's see. Okay, very good. Let's see, I need something to light it. Let's make tools. This guy here. I mean, it should light on its own, but we'll see. There we go. Okay. Try it again. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, interesting. Ah, finally, down to bedrock. Now, the interesting thing is, can we go through bedrock? I think we can, actually. Well, let's see. Let's try this out. So in creative mode, this is one way to do mining. Bedrock is holding up. It's holding up. I thought no, I know I had actually gone where I've fallen out of the world. If you beat on the bedrock enough with an axe or something, it'll get you. Okay, let's do that. A little lava in there. A little TNT and lava. Very good. Okay. Huh. Lava should have ignited the TNT. Why didn't it do that? What is going on with that? All right. Just go use this guy then. Boom. Boom. Okay, see what happens. Ah, there we go. There's a cavity. Ah, interesting. Lava doesn't light it? Lava should light it, right? How did lava not light it? That's silly. It's very weird. Okay, here we go. All right. Not getting the creativity I'm looking for here. Let's see. I am in creative mode here. I need some more creativity. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, I'm on fire. Well, this would be a problem if I was not in whatever call it, creative mode. Okay, I'm stuck. Let's get out of here. All right. Boom. No. Need more than that. Come on. Get some. Let's do it. There. Boom. Okay. Let's see. That's an interesting canyon. These canyons, very cool. What can I do with this? Yes, let's just off. Let's fill this canyon with TNT, see what happens. Okay. That's not gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Okay, we're up in the sky. Okay, let's see. I want to go a place that doesn't have as much water. Why is it raining again? So dumb. Shift that guy. Okay. Okay, I want to go to land. Where's land? Okay, maybe this will be land over here. Or is it an island? It's just an island. Need more land. Okay, is this just an island or is it going to turn into more substantial land? Yes, okay, now I think we're in land. Okay, well, it's a big island, but we'll take it. Okay, we'll take it. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try an experiment. I'm going to build a big TNT thing. Okay, so let's go down here. Let's try. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because Thanksgiving is it's turned into something maybe than what it wasn't originally, which I don't know. I'm not a historian. It's kind of interesting. Now we have this sort of period where some people are like, oh, saying we shouldn't celebrate it for whatever reasons, because I mean, obviously, going back to the Native Americans that were here before us European people were here, obviously that was, there was a lot of stuff done and it was certainly, they weren't treated fairly for sure. But I think that, from my point of view, it's like, I think it's good to remember to be thankful. And it's kind of interesting because I can see this whole narrative that it's like you have all these people that are kind of violent and raging, right? And upset and angry. And, if I was just to say to someone, I was just to talk to someone that was like in the streets, one of these people that's protesting like all the time and not peacefully protesting, violently protesting, which there's a lot of them. But if I was to look at that and say, well, is this person thankful for anything? And my guess is probably not. I mean, if you're angry and upset about everything, and then you're using violence to um, basically support whatever narrative and you have, right? And you're using violence. Um, you have to, you kind of wonder about that. And so it's kind of interesting what's happening now is we have a kind of a revolution here where what's really happening is that the old is there's basically trying to erase a lot of the history. And yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I think that, I think it's good for us to just like kind of appreciate um, the injustices that were done for sure, but I don't think that we have to, or that we should just totally forget our traditions, because if you look at it, and then, so here's the thing, I imagine a world where like, okay, the people that right now that are, um, violently protesting that, it's kind of been quiet lately, right? Because, we have a new president, but I mean, it's not how it works, right? It's not going to stop just because there's a new president. The people that are using the violence don't really give a crap about that. But so the thing is, I mean, you can imagine that um, if you know you're not thankful for anything, you're just angry and upset at the world. It's kind of messed up. I mean, it is, but once again, like coming back to the themes of themes is like, well, we always have this choice. We can look at things and look at things in ways that are maybe you could consider positive in ways that are negative. And I think maybe that's one way to look at things negatively. Uh, so I think that hopefully Thanksgiving doesn't go bye-bye. I imagine it could at some point, the way things are going in the states anyways, that it could go. I mean, it could really just get to the point where it's like, look, no one. And then and then the other thing too here in 2020, I mean, Christmas, I mean, is already dead. I mean, in many ways it's already dead. The religious part of it's dead, and the non-religious part is probably under a lot of pressure too. And you have to understand why that is, right? If you're like one of the people that's violently seeking change, one of the things that you want to do is you want to break down everything, right? Burn the system down, right? That's what they say. So, so the thing is, I don't want to be political, but I'm being political, and I don't want to. So let's just look at this. How about positive? Is there a positive way to look at it? Are there things that are wrong and injustices? Oh yeah, I'm not in denial of that. But I think we can look at positive ways of changing things. I think always that, this concept that, um, you use violence, and that's the thing that I think is lost right now. Is like a lot of the protests that happened after the Floyd George thing and all that. It's like there was a lot of, I don't know any other way to say it, but there was political violence there. I mean, that's the only way you can characterize it. If you're out there yelling and screaming at people, restaurants, you're assaulting and shooting people, all these things. It's a form of political violence, and I think that it's important to acknowledge that. And so I think that's what's lost here. Like, it's like, okay, so people are pissed off. Okay, I get it, but so you're not thankful for anything then, right? I mean, you still have it pretty good. It's kind of funny because, one of these channels that I watch, they're like, kind of point out that like, hey, like if you live in the States and you're in a really bad state and you're living in the gutter, you're still like richer than like 99% of the rest of the population of the world, in terms of your standard of living, which even if you're living on the street. Now, of course, living on the street, is that okay? Is that something? No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that, everything's about perspective, right? And we've had these issues before, like what's the perspective? And you have a lot of say in what your perspective is, right? If you're just aware of it, then you have some say in that, right? So, so my perspective is to be thankful. I'm not in denial of it, of the problems that are out there, but I am thankful. And so that's just how I'm going to run my life. You can run your life however the hell you want to run it. It's your choice. It's like some people like it, I just don't get it. You're like angry and upset and pissed. It's like, okay, I get it, but is that how you want to be? Live your life? Go ahead, I guess. I mean, I guess that's always the problem. Is like if you want change, you know, you do need some motivation for that, right? So usually anger, you know, channeled into peaceful change, and of course, has been one of the tried and true methods of real change in the world. So I mean, I'm not. I guess the question would be: was Gandhi miserable all the years he was doing his thing? Is the Dalai Lama miserable in his life, even though he's, you know, fighting for change and injustice and fighting for justice in the world, right? And I don't think they are. You know, I think that things are a long time. Things take a long time. Like people look at things and, gosh, something's been going on for 20 years and this is horribly wrong. And it's like, well, or other things have been going on for like, gosh, hundreds of years, and it's wrong and we can't wait any longer. It's like, well, no, I understand, but you have to look in, things are from generations, right? So you can't change a generation too fast. A generation has to, you know, basically the old generation. I had this doctor once tell me, you know, the great doctor, love him. And, but he was like, yeah, most medical advances occur at a doctor's funeral. Now that's a horrible thing to say, but the reality is that, hey, you know, because the problem is it's hard to get rid of old ways of thinking. And that's really what it is. And that's what, so it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot more time than you think. And then, you know, what's interesting right now is a lot of people are using methods that are counterproductive. Whatever it is that you're trying to, problems you're trying to solve, using violence and all this other stuff, it's really not actually helping. It's really not helping your cause at all. So peace, love, and be thankful. All right, there we go. So now we got our big block of dynamite here. So let's see. All right, ready to light this candle? Let's see. Gonna go down a little bit. Here it goes. Wow. There it is. All right, let's see what that did. Where did all this water come from? My goodness. All right, well, I guess that's it for this Thanksgiving. Be thankful, or don't. Do whatever you want to do. Hey, they're a little more fun with TNT. I built a TNT tower to the moon, as high up as I can go. Here we go.